something. It's all too much. I've got my mind set on you. 3 ways I'd describe this promotion race. 3 George Harrison songs. That's what that means to me. That's not a George Harrison song. Why I'm saying that? Well, it would have been his birthday, would have been 82, and he's part of the best band of all time. Why do you care? You don't. Why am I saying it? Dedication, reflection, and inspiration. So there you go. But it's all too much for me to take. This race, this run, it's quite overwhelming. It's like the clip, the meme. There's too much running. There's too much green. There's too much greenery. It's like being around a Green Party press conference. All I'm seeing is green, wins, and I love it. I do like green wine gums, so there's some good things that are green. But what a win! 1-0 win against Bromley. Who would ever say what a win to Bromley? But to be fair, they are a good side. There's some really good individuals in that team. Obviously, we know about Michael Cheek. A lot wanted him to replace Andy Cook, and you can see why. He had a couple of really good chances. And they have some other really good individual players as well. I like that Imre didn't start. That they are a good side. But funnily enough, when the reverse fixture played at Valley Parade, we beat them 3-1 with a red card, but they were one of the best teams to come to Valley Parade. Really good footballing team, quite expansive, and with 10 men, they really impressed me. Whereas today, I thought they were really flat. They give us loads of space in midfield and the flanks, and we absolutely dominated them. I'm not a fan of possession, but I like good possession, and we had lots of it in and around our penalty area, kept probing. We had so much momentum in and around it, and you just felt like we were going to score at any given minute. It felt like it was coming all the way until the 80th minute, when we did get it in the 82nd minute, I think, through our substitutions. And that's the depth, and that's the difference in quality that we have this season at Bradford City. I thought during that game, Keller looks a really good player, and I thought when he came on against the team we played on Saturday, MK Dons, I thought really good player, looks like he's got a load of good attributes, and I like the look of him. But is he good enough to be playing that in this team? And I think that's an unbelievable credit to the group of players we've got this season. In past seasons, Brandon Keller would have been our best player. He'd have been a player we're raving about. We're thinking, can we get him back next season? Because he would be fantastic for us. And yet we're thinking, can he get into his team? There's so much quality in this group of players. But the quality is there, undoubtedly. We talk about the attributes, but the main attribute of any promotion-winning team is that grit. And I'll say it week in, week out, because this team is showing it. It's showing a determination. It's showing a character to get through games and to get over the line. And the way at Bromley on a Tuesday night, it's like Stoke away on a Tuesday night. It's tough. You've got to be in for a battle. You've got to show your grit, your character. You've got to ride through tough storms. And they had some really good chances, particularly at the end. And they could have had a penalty through Teo Adramola. But we kicked our heels in. We had our chins up, and we were bagging our tails, and our tails were well and truly up throughout that game. Even Mellon, he missed 2 really good chances, but his overall play was fantastic. He held the ball up, read the line, and he contributed to a really good team performance, and that's what we are. You saw it against them Dons. They're a team of individuals, we're a group, we are a togetherness, and we answered that from a Bradford City team since Parkinson, second time McCall era. I'll say that every week, but that's because it's been so hard to come by to find a group of players who get it. But it should be expected from every team, but it isn't. You don't see it. We're seeing a team that are fighting week in, week out, and we're as fans saying 16 cup finals, 15 cup finals, 14 cup finals, 13 cup finals, because that's what it is now. We keep winning these, and it means they're getting few, the games are getting less and less, but the wins are becoming more and more, and that's what we need. And 13 cup finals it is now, and you would fancy these players to go into any game and win, and that is testament to them. Because I was thinking, I'll probably take a point, which is probably a bad attitude to have going to Bromley when you're in a promotion race, an automatic promotion race, but we're not used to it. So you think point away at Bromley's not bad, but this group make you believe that no, this should be a walk in the park. With the way we're playing 1-2 touch football throughout the game, particularly in first 20 minutes, I thought we particularly dominated then. The centre-backs, really good distribution and composure, particularly Huntington and Baldwin with more of the switches that they were playing. But Shepherd, keeping it simple, keeping the ball moving quick. Same with Smallwood and Keller, simple one-touch passes. Keller played an unbelievable pass in behind the defence. I think it was to Poynton. A pass that many players won't pick out. Like I say, so many good opportunities to create chances, and I think the frustration would probably be the fact that we only had 3 shots on target. We had 15 shots in all, but only 3 of them on target. You come away and you go, we probably should have tested the keeper more. But to have these sort of little niggly criticisms from a 1-0 shows that we can improve, and we are improving, and it's just a fantastic team performance again, where there's 8 out of 10s. And how can you say that as a Bradford City fan? That we have had another game where we've had 8 out of 10s. I don't think there's been a game that I can remember since Notts County where a player hasn't had a 7 or an 8 out of 10. And that is just testament. And the bench as well. Because like I said earlier, the difference in that game with the quality off the bench, because both teams were putting up a fight, they were holding on, they were soaking up pressure, their defence were battling. Although we probably should have, been 1-0 up through an offside, that I thought were offside from 2-3 times I've seen it. Yeah, it's not a good angle, but I thought that was onside. And if he is offside, I think Philippe Murray said it in commentary, that a player with Sarsevic's experience and quality shouldn't be offside in that situation. So, I was very surprised to see it given offside. But the finish, it's the composure we've been seeing from Sarcevic from day one. And you sort of thought he's 1-on-1 with the keeper and you think chip him, and you had full confidence that he were going to do it and he were going to score from it. That's just the type of player we've got in Sarcevic, and we're incredibly lucky to have him. But as the game went on, I wouldn't say retiring, but you're probably thinking Sarcevic, Poynton, Keller, Mellon, can we get some fresh legs on? We've got the quality on the bench. Seeing Bromley change up, go to a back 3, and it helped them. And we bring on those players, we bring on Jamie Walker, we bring on Tommy Lee, and we bring on Alex Patterson. To bring on those players off the bench for the players you're bringing off the pitch as well, that's just, it's unreal. It's surreal and it's sublime. And credit to Alexander for making those changes, because that goal wouldn't have happened. Poynton's made a great run. He's found the space. He's got, it's a great finish into a bottom right hand corner. Right amount of power on it. Everything's fantastic from Poynton and perfect. But Jamie Walker, he's battled off the defender, shrugged him off like he's not there, run into the space and played an inch perfect pass to Poynton, weighted pass fantastically, and Poynton's then slotted it away, and he's got all the glory from it. And it's unbelievable again to say that he is still playing week in week out for Bradford City, because that ain't our policy. He shouldn't be playing. He should be, if he were perceived good enough by all these top academies, he won't be at Bradford City now, and he's had to battle to get to where he is, and he's battling every week to be playing ahead of some of the players on his bench. And he's given another great moment there, and what a moment it will have been for all the great fans again that travelled all the way down to Bromley. Even if you're more local to it, Tuesday night away at Bromley, it's not on your bucket list, is it? And yet you're there supporting, vocal. And we've got to do it again now on Saturday against Salford, and the players have got to put in a performance like that again on Saturday against Salford, because tonight means nothing if we go and lose on Saturday, and that's the mentality that these group of players have. And it's an unbelievable mentality instilled by one man, Graham Alexander, because some of these players have been here under different managers, most of them haven't, but he's instilled this character that needs to be embedded at Bradford City Football Club. And that's why you think, let's bring on Saturday. We can go and beat Salford away. Even though we're not being good away, this one of form, you don't feel like we're going to get another defeat. And how can you say that? For all the years we've had as a Bradford City fan of failure, regression, stalling, and yet you don't feel like we don't fear anyone. Obviously we're going to lose at some point, but we don't fear anyone. And neither do the players. These players don't fear a challenge. And that is testament and to the whole squad for getting on with it. So credit to every single one of those players and the fans, and let's go against Saturday. Let's go beat Salford, and let's keep climbing that league table, because now we're up to second. Bradford City are in second, in whatever division it is, for Bradford City to be in second, that is a great achievement. When the last time we were second in the table? In February, in this sort of second half of the season. It would have been a very long time ago if it was, in this millennium. It could have well been 85. It could have well been. So great achievement, and well done to Sam Walker as well. Made a couple of really good saves in the game, but kept it to nil, and he's got his 100th clean sheet in his career, which is a testament to him as well. So well done to Sam Walker. I'm sure he won't care that I've said that, or will be indeed watching. But well done from the virtual world, Sam Walker. But yes. It's great now, because now we're in second. We're 2 points ahead of Doncaster. We're 8 points ahead of Crewe. Other teams have games in hands on us. I think Port Vale have 2. So, they will catch up with us, but points on the boards won't matter. Walsall drew in the most strangest of circumstances. They were 2-0 up until the 90th minute, and then they end up drawing 2-2 with 2 goals conceded in the 90th plus minutes. One of those were scored by George Miller, which is incredible. It keeps that alive, that we could catch up with them, or they could slip away and give another option up to one of the chasing packs. So, all to play for. Great performance, great battlers, great team, and let's go ahead and try and beat Salford Saturday, because like I say, there's no fear. I've got my mind set on League One, and there's something in the way this team plays, but is it all too much for you to take? You probably don't even know those songs, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on those song questions. Like the video if you did. I'm sure you did, because Bradford City won, so just do it. It's free, and also it is free to subscribe. 6 more from the last one. That means we're on 806. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please do. It is massively appreciated. It does massively help, and it is free. So subscribe if you're new and willing. Have a good one.